Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care and Santa Clarita Hearing Center. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Gene Dorio.
On your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And speaking of quality of life, our guests this morning are Kevin MacDonald, who is the head honcho at Bella Vita Senior Center, and his lovely guest, Blyth Birchall, who is the coordinator of activities and blah, 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 which was too much for me to absorb. So we just said coordinator of activities, and she can explain later. So anyway.
Welcome.
Yes,
guys.
good to have you with us again. This is your first time, isn't it?
I'm a rookie here. So
You're a rookie.
Enjoying every minute so far.
Terrific. Now tell us what you do at the Senior Center.
Well, my job has kind of evolved. Initially, I was hired to handle the indoor classes and activities, but the pandemic has changed things.
Oh, it's changed a lot of stuff.
And so probably about July of last year, we started offering our classes on the Zoom platform. And started trying to keep our seniors involved and engaged that way. And just recently now, about this past July, we opened up the building to allow our seniors to not only participate in our classes and activities using the Zoom platform, but also in limited numbers in the actual building, so that they can get the socialization and camaraderie, as well as the purpose of the class, whether it's art or physical activity.
And being with other people is so important, especially to seniors, because so many seniors they're locked in.
Yes,
you know?
Absolutely.
And it's troubling for them. It really is, and it's not healthy.
No.
Physically or mentally.
I have had seniors call me after a class or after one of our outdoor events that we will probably discuss later, but have told me that the Senior Center has thrown them a life ring by offering them a chance to come into the building. We make sure that the rooms are clean and sanitary, and we ask that they maintain social distancing, and masks are required the entire time, so that they can come in and engage with their fellow seniors and lighten their hearts a little bit.
Yes, it's
Do
critical.
they have to be vaccinated, Blythe?
No, they do not, Dr. Jean.
Okay.
They do not.
Okay, but is there a limit on the number of people that you accept into the classes, and do they fill up and then you can't take any more?
That's a great question. I've been relying primarily on 4 of our classrooms, and depending on the size of the room, we've determined the number of seniors plus an instructor that we feel that we can safely allow in the class at any one time. We on our website we do have use of an application called Bookly, and our seniors can go in and reserve a spot in any one class, so that we know who's expected to come into the building, and we make sure that we cap it off. I do have some classes that do indeed fill up, but by and large I usually have a couple of spaces available if a senior is not aware of our reservation system and they come into the building and want to take a class. We can usually accommodate them. We can sign them up on the spot.
Oh, that's terrific.
So they have to sign up or get advanced acknowledgement that that they want to be there. It's like having an appointment.
Yes, exactly like having an appointment. And once they fill out this, it's a very simple form where they are asked to they select the class they want and what day of the week they want to take it. They merely need to give us their name, phone number, and an email. They'll go onto our list automatically, and then they get a confirmation email. And then even with that confirmation email, they are given a link. If for whatever reason they need to cancel, they can do it that way. So it allows another senior to take that spot. Yeah.
Well, now, if they don't have an email, do you telephone?
Yes, they are.
Contact?
Everyone is welcome to call the Senior Center, and they'll either get myself or our administrative assistant, Diane, and we can sign them up very quickly. And, of course, if they don't have an email, we'll use ours, but that works out well, too. They know they're in the class.
Oh, that's good.
So tell us, right, like, what are the classes you have there that are available for our seniors to go to the Senior Center now and participate in?
Well, Dr. Jean, we've brought back almost all of our classes, short of some of our dance classes, because that room or that floor, the dance floor, is being used by our Meals on Wheels program. But I've got quite a few exercise classes. I have a chair class. It's called Sit and Be Fit. I have a chair Pilates class. We offer Zumba Gold 5 days a week. I have a Zumba toning class where the participants, it's done to Zumba music, but they're seated and they move their legs and light weights for their arms at the same time. That's been fun. We offer Tai Chi twice a week. I have a Tai Chi meditation acupressure class once a week. And we also offer yoga. Those are our physical fitness classes. We do have 2 conversation groups. I do have an archaeology and anthropology discussion group, as well as a current events discussion group. And then, of course, we've opened the billiards room, and we have a ladies' billiards and also a men's billiards program going on right now, so they can sign up and shoot pool with their friends and have a good time.
Well, that must be pretty limited, though, and probably in a lot of the seniors just love to utilize the billiard room, and I can see that as being probably the most crowded place in the facility right now.
No, you know what? It actually isn't. I would have agreed with you, but just watching this open up, I tend to get between 4 and 6 seniors in that room. We allow 8 at any one time. Actually, my most popular class has been Tai Chi and our chair Pilates classes.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
at least
great.
seniors are getting in there and getting exercise and taking care of themselves.
Absolutely.
Physically and mentally.
Yes.
Because they can see each other, even if they're 6 feet apart, and maybe some of them have to shout, but because others can't hear.
Yes.
But at least they're face to face looking at each other. Physical involvement, that is so important,
and
especially to seniors.
And I think it's important for those seniors that aren't yet comfortable or unable to drive into the building. We are offering all of these classes on the Zoom platform because we have some truly homebound seniors that even before the pandemic, they could not come into the building and participate in our classes. And perhaps if there's any bright spot to all of this pandemic, it's that we can now reach those seniors and allow them to participate in the classes.
Yeah, and I'm getting sick and tired of Zooming.
Yeah. Well, you're not alone in that. You're not alone.
Oh my goodness. I have a Zoom meeting today at 2:30 and one at 6:30. And I'm thinking, and I had 2 yesterday, and I'm thinking, this has got to stop. Because you're seeing pictures of people, and that's it. Just their face.
Yeah.
And you can tell so much more by body movement and just moving around, and you don't see that when you see just the face, you know? Yeah. And it's really, it inhibits conversation, in my opinion, and interaction. It really does.
So Blythe, when will there's a gym there that I try to utilize, but never successfully got buffed up. But it is something that I think
what does that mean, buffed up?
Buffed up.
Oh, buffed up. Buffed up.
Yeah,
we beg to differ, Dr. Jean.
Never got there. But, there is a gym that...
You're not bumped up enough, huh?
Buffed up, yes. I wish I were, but unfortunately... But still, will that ever be used? I know the machines were really state-of-the-art type of machines, and typically only 4 people or so would be in there at a time anyway. But that would be something to consider opening up again. And if you need somebody to test the machines to see whether they're still working or not, let me know, and I'll give it a try.
I appreciate that, Dr. Jean.
No, but I think, Kevin, don't you have something to say about that? I mean, you're there. You're the one to get buffed up and start the machines moving.
We got the machines there. They're sitting right now. We'll open it up sooner or later.
Good.
Possibly near the holidays, but we're just waiting a little bit longer because the gym is a different environment than the other environments.
It's totally, yeah.
And,
exactly.
the other, LA Fitness and all those, they're all open. We're just going to be the last gym to open up in our small room that we have for the gym because the social distancing and everything else that's required when you're sweating and buffing out and working out and all those fun things. But no, you're right. We have some wonderful equipment. So
Not bumping out, buffing out.
Yep. So when we do open up, it'll be nice for folks, but just on a limited basis. And Blythe's been really good at just restricting the classes to a certain size so there's a comfort level. Mm-hmm. And one of our long-term plans was getting our folks who are truly homebound to be able to access all of our activities, and they can do that now. So they can stay in their living room and work out with the Zumba classes or the sit and be fit classes. And it's such a, they don't get on 8 Zoom classes a day. This is their only activity sometimes, and for us to offer that in their home long term, especially if they can't get out, it's just really it's a gift. So it's nice.
And I think it's one of those moments where I've been at the end of a Zoom class, and I've seen participants who didn't know each other before all of this started, and they're exchanging phone numbers so that they can talk afterwards. So friendships and relationships have blossomed from all of this.
That's great.
And so if they choose to get together at a coffee shop or take a walk in a park, they've made that connection and can foster that, even though they started on Zoom. So
That's interesting.
So, Kevin, any thoughts yet about when the dining room might be open? Because this was another facet of socialization that we utilize a lot at the senior center, obviously. And I know a lot of the people I know are anxious for it to open up. But, with this surge, I don't think that should be available. But is a lot of that going to be up to the regulations that are put out there by the state and the county governments?
Yeah, well, we had a meeting. There's 98 dining facilities in the county for seniors. There's 98 throughout. I mean, it's a big county.
Wow.
It's like a state. But there's 98, dining facilities, and we're all on a phone call with LA County the other day. And LA County, originally, their plan was to allow us to open up October 1st, and now they're pushing that back. And I bet you they're pushing it back a few months, and we're kind of okay with that.
Few months?
Well, I mean, you have to think of the dynamics of it. You're gathering seniors who are the most vulnerable during this pandemic in a room, sitting and having lunch with people, often that they don't know. So there's going to be a great hesitancy on that. So when we do open up, it'll be a reservation system. We'll still serve everybody. But right now, the county's asking us to hold back on doing in-person dining. And we're sort of okay with it right now. The counter to that is we've gotten this system going for food distribution for Santa Cruz and Antelope Valley that's off the charts. And our drive-through service, we're averaging closer to 500 now a day. And this is 5 days a week. So if no one's ever driven by the senior center between 11 and 1 on a weekday, they have no idea. And I talk about this a lot, but unless you look down at the cars or get in line, you don't know. And when we thought, we'll do this for a month, in 2020. We'll do it for a couple months. And now we're going on 18 months. And, likely this isn't going to disappear for a long time because it's a service that they're getting. So while we would like the in-person dining to start up again, we'll be open to that when they say, we get the blessing to do that. But in the meantime, we're just having a ball with our drive-through and our Meals on Wheels, getting them the meals that they need. And I don't know where they go after they get the meals. Maybe they go to the park with their friend. I don't know. And that's up to them. But to be able to access the full parking lot and all those meals going out and the great attitudes that people bring in them, because we ship the meals out to them on a cart that's 6 feet long and bring it right up to their window. So we're keeping the social distancing still. The gratitude from the population is amazing. I would have never thought, and because sometimes you can do good for people, but we're getting so much good feedback. But it's just gratitude. Thank you for the meal. Thank you for the meal. And they might have been, for the last 18 months, they're still saying every day, thank you for the meal. We appreciate it.
Yes.
And how nice that is to have that feedback.
Well, I think also if and when you do open your dining room, you can always have fewer people at a table.
Yes.
Instead of having 8 people at a table, you can have 4 people so that they're socially distanced,
And that's all in the plans, including the outdoor dining and indoor dining. Sure, we're gonna open up very slowly. I just don't know when that is. My guess it'll be closer to January than now because they'll push it back a little bit, probably wait through the holidays.
And that will inhibit eating outside because January is usually rather chilly.
It's still January in California, and it's okay.
I hear that all the time, Barbara.
As a guy from the East Coast, it's okay any time of the year.
Well, that's probably true.
And I do want to mention, though, as I've mentioned on our show before that the senior center in a 1-year period provided over 1 million meals to seniors in the Santa Clarita and Antelope Valley. I mean, that's, to me, an astounding number. And it sounds, Kevin, like it's even going even higher. So I commend everybody, everybody over there, all the workers, all the administration, the board, everybody for what they have done to help bring our seniors through this pandemic.
Yeah, we've studied that too. I appreciate you mentioning the million. We're averaging about 70,000 meals a month right now that we're making and distributing.
Well, yeah, I can see when you say 500 a day, just giving them out as they come through. That doesn't include everything.
It doesn't include the Meals on Wheels. Yeah,
doesn't include that.
Yeah. But
Good
the 70,000 and the advantage we have is that the Committee on Aging long ago when it started decided to cook their own meals in a kitchen. Many other vendors and providers in LA County don't do that. They are able to source it out. We're able to make it on site, so we have control over the quality of the food, what we're getting each day, and
that kitchen is magnificent.
Yes, and we wish it was 3 times bigger, but it
now.
is magnificent.
Yes, I know. I mean, it's big now, but good heavens.
But be able to make our meals. I was looking at the meals today. Was with the chicken fajitas were going out, and I'm looking at the quality and seeing
Mind
the,
if I
seeing
come
the
by
beans
and get one?
Anytime, we'll take you.
before 1 o'clock, Barbara.
And
please
that
don't be
won't
late.
work, will it?
And it's interesting, Kevin, we talk about the numbers, but the truth is the food is fantastic.
Oh, yes, I know
Absolutely.
it is.
And it's tasty, and I know they cover the nutrition and all that, but I think it's easy to forget just how good it is.
I know, because when my husband was so ill, we had some of them delivered to us
Very
from
nice.
the senior center. And there was enough food to feed
Yes.
both of us. You know?
Absolutely.
Unbelievable amount of food in those containers.
Well, we never know
really is.
what meal you need because some people also need it for dinner. So that's why there's a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep,
and that's true.
And the weekends.
Yes. So
That's true. But the food, every time I ever tasted it when you delivered it, it was outstanding.
Yes.
And so uniquely prepared and positioned in the container, as well as it being tasty.
Yes, our chef takes great pride in plating the food.
Oh,
Yeah, that's-
you can tell.
Yes.
that's Joanna Valonga, and she's terrific with our cooks in the morning. And Eric and Frank are there. Adriana
Bright
are
and
there,
early.
and then Antelope Valley Jesse's there. So they're at 5:30 in the morning getting the stuff ready for all of us. So it's nice.
Good heavens. And that's a labor of love.
It absolutely is.
It really is. It's a labor of love. And, we have so many seniors in this community. We're more senior oriented than anything else, I think. You
And
know?
Barbara, we have to remind the audience that if you're 60 and over, you can get a meal at the senior center just by calling us and signing up. It's not based on income. It's just based on if you're 60 and over. The government funds it, which is, partially funds it, which is wonderful from LA County and the U.S. government. It's just a fantastic service.
Well, also the senior center funds it too.
Yes.
Through their fundraiser.
Absolutely.
Or fundraisers.
Yes, it all comes together to make sure we have
It
enough money to
does.
try to make a meal.
This past celebrity waiter dinner was magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
And all those dollars help to make sure those meals go out every day.
Right. And we made a lot of money that night.
Yes, Celebrity Way, had a great year this year.
Oh, we did, and we have to do it again.
Yes, because
next
someone else has a
year.
head table next year, I think, Barbara. Is that right? Barbara bid out everybody else. She
Oh,
wanted to
did
be at
you?
the head table. Yes,
Yes,
she did.
I did. I have the head table.
Fantastic.
Well, somebody was bidding against me. I think was it Patty Rasmussen?
No, it was somebody
No.
else was getting out. I think
Somebody-
Stay Green was bidding against you, and they gave up because they said Barbara Cochran's going to drive this way up. So Stay Green sat down. They're still going to get a table, but they gave up. They don't compete with you for fundraising, Barbara. But thank you for your donation.
Well, I've been involved with the senior center since its beginning. My husband was one of those who was active in getting it started
Wonderful.
in the 80s, early 80s. And we met with Mike Antonovich and Joanne Darcy, and because he worked in the education system, and a lot of the students had parents and grandparents who needed assistance, and that's where he figured, okay, we need to do something. And that's how it got started. And it's been feeding seniors almost since that time, really. But it's an incredible place. It really is.
And we know we stand on the shoulders of those before us. And those
Yes.
people who started. And we're very
Yes.
appreciative of those early founders that made
Yes,
it
and
happen and put us in a place.
And Stan Sirad, oh my goodness.
Yep. And they kept us independent, and they kept us a private nonprofit, and it's been a wonderful thing.
Oh yeah, it has, and it's an incredible senior center. I think it's the best around, personally, and I've been to quite a few.
I
Just
think
visiting.
we'd agree with her, wouldn't we, Kevin?
We hope so. We aim to please.
Yes. And that comes up to a break. We have to give this organization a break in time and do some advertising. So I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS.
Are you looking for educational flexibility and choice? Look no further than your front door. iLead Exploration's independent study program is passionate about personalized learning. Our mission is to inspire learners to become creative problem solvers, compassionate leaders, conscientious collaborators, and responsible citizens who develop a lifelong love of learning. Our families partner with a credentialed teacher to customize each child's educational path. Families access community partners to choose a variety of in-person, online, and at-home options to create an optimal learning environment for each learner. Our program also values community, and through a variety of field studies, service projects, park days, and family gatherings, we provide many opportunities to foster friendships. Because there are currently in-person limitations due to COVID, we are offering activities online through webinars and virtual field trips. iLead Exploration is a tuition-free, independent study charter school program serving grades TK through 12 in Los Angeles, Orange, Kern, San Bernardino, and Ventura counties. To learn more about our program, visit iLeadExploration.org. iLead Schools, free to think, inspired to lead.
Today for lunch, why not try The Sandwich Shop, located on Avenue Stamford, right off Rye Canyon. The Sandwich Shop offers dozens of hot or cold, affordable, premium deli sandwiches. Gourmet soups and salads are also available. Regulars indulge in the cheesy focaccia rolls, which is a customer favorite. Then top it off with owner Charlie Chung's chunky chocolate chip cookies. Breakfast and catering is also available. The Sandwich Shop, since 1983, located on Avenue Stamford, right off Rye Canyon. ValenciaSandwichShop.com to place your order.
You might not know the difference between a fade, a pompadour, a cropped fringe, or faux mohawk, but the Sport Clips Guys Smart stylists sure do. We know you don't think about haircuts 24/7. That's Sport Clips' job. That's why Sport Clips specializes in haircuts for men and boys. Sport Clips has turned something you have to do into something you want to do. You don't ever need an appointment at Sport Clips, and you'll walk out feeling like an MVP. Guaranteed. Sport Clips at the Santa Clarita location nearest you.
Discover the memory care your loved one deserves at Oakmont of Valencia, Oakmont's brand new luxury senior living community in Santa Clarita. Oakmont's innovative memory care program features stimulating and engaging activities in a soothing environment, as well as compassionate professional care delivered in the privacy of the residents' apartment homes. With 2 gorgeous outdoor courtyards, as well as an on-site movie theater, residents will enjoy a life full of vitality, dignity, and purpose. For more information, visit oakmontofvalencia.com.
Why did Mercedes-Benz of Valencia win the Dealer of Excellence Award in 2019?
Because we strive to provide the most outstanding sales experience.
Mercedes-Benz of Valencia COO Chris Paz.
We know you have high expectations. Our stellar team will meet and exceed your expectations. That's why we were named Mercedes Best of the Best, placing us in the top 10% of all Mercedes dealers nationwide.
Find out how you can lease a new Mercedes for unbelievably low monthly payments. Details at mbzvalencia.com.
It's time to experience a pain relief, wellness, and anti-aging treatment unlike any other. It's time to check out Mend Cryotherapy. Relieve chronic joint and muscle pain, diminish soreness and inflammation, alleviate stress-related symptoms, boost immune system performance, and improve sleep and recovery times. Mend Cryotherapy is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Go to Mend, M-E-N-D, cryotherapy.com on Newhall Ranch Road in the Gateway Shopping Center.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And our guests this morning are from the Santa Clarita Valley Senior Center, Kevin MacDonald, head honcho, and Blyth Birchall, who is coordinator of activities, plus. There we are. Okay, I'm turning it over to you, Kevin.
Oh, great.
Since you've been so quiet.
I know I've been quiet.
Unusually quiet.
That was a risk with bringing me. He knew that.
Well, Blyth is, we challenged Blyth when the pandemic hit to do stuff outside. And we started out with some large parking lot events to bring the seniors out keep them in their cars and keep them safe. And I just wanted, Blyth, if you would share kind of the history of that and then what we're doing present day, because we are very busy with outdoor events.
We're very busy and we're having a very good time. I think it was probably about July or August of last year. We wanted to try to figure out how to bring bingo back into the parking lot because bingo is one of those very well attended events when we were open. And Kevin had me doing the research for online and I was checking out licenses and all that good stuff. And then I was walking up the stairs with him one day and he said, "How about the parking lot?" And all of a sudden that was born. And that parking lot has become a party lot, if I can quote a colleague of mine. We've had a lot of fun. And it's been interesting. We started off with bingo, and we actually wheeled the board out, and people buy their packets online. And if they get a bingo, they're honking their horns, and they're waving pom-poms, and it's just it's a good old time. And we run out, and what we do is we buy gift cards to support our local SCV businesses and restaurants, and for the winners. And we also do the same at a smaller scale for in-between prizes, which we now call car prizes instead of door prizes. So we do that. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. And then the next thing that happened was, well, how about bringing our seniors out safely for some musical events? And we began doing parking lot concerts. And I will tell you, we have been so blessed with so much talent that has come into our parking lot and entertained our seniors. And mind you, until recently, they had to stay in their cars. And their windows would go down, or we purchased an FM transmitter and had a parking lot radio station so that people could listen in their cars. They could only listen in our parking lot. It didn't go any farther. But it allowed them to get a nice sound if they felt more comfortable and safer with their windows up. And so we started doing that on a monthly basis. And then we decided to take a step farther. Before the pandemic, we were having conversations with the gentleman that runs JR's Comedy Club. And if you've been in Santa Clarita any length of time, you probably recognize the name, and they operated out of Marie Callender's.
I've been there before.
So we decided to start doing outside events, still in the parking lot, mind you. People had to stay in their cars and enjoy the entertainment. But, you know, how do you show the comics that you're enjoying what they're doing? And so we came up with how do we give them feedback? And I do believe this was Kevin's idea, cowbells.
Cowbell.
So as our guests would drive in, not only do they get a complimentary snack and a beverage, but we were handing out cowbells. And so instead of laughing, they'd have their arms out the windows, ringing those bells, having a good old time. And it was so interesting because the comics used to tell me they didn't quite know what to expect. This was new territory for them as well. They loved it. They loved it. They told me how good it was for them to be able to perform again, but then to also hear the clanging bells and in the front row they could see
the appreciation.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So they were able to display their talents and have fun also. We also brought back once a month we did drive-in movies.
Yes.
And we had a lot of fun with that. That's on hiatus right now only because it was getting dark so late for daylight savings time. But we are going to, the plan is to bring them back in the fall.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because
That's
folks
great.
enjoyed that as well.
And it's an early evening for them.
It is, and that was the goal, is to get people out, have some entertainment, have some fun, but then be able to drive home safely before it was too late at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to give Kevin props for that because he is the one that was thinking, how do we accomplish all of this at the same time? Now that things have lightened up a little bit or loosened up a little bit, we have been able to bring these events into our courtyard. And Barbara, you were just saying how gorgeous that courtyard is. Well, now we use it for JR's Comedy Club. We just hosted that last week, last Friday night. We had 90 seniors in our courtyard having a great time. 90.
Wonderful.
And they were loving it. It did my heart so much good to be in the back just watching people laughing, and we actually got some knee slapping going on, so it was great. It was great. So this weekend we're going to be hosting a live band called Rockin' on Heaven's Door. They play classic rock from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, as well as one-hit wonders. So they should be a lot of fun. So we're doing that every month, and that's what I always encourage people to go to our website and take a look, or if they don't have access to our computer or just want some assistance, they can call the Senior Center, and we'd be happy to register them for any of these events.
Okay, we need the telephone number, and we need the website or the email or whatever it is.
Well, you know the website better than I do. It's SCVCOA.
.org. There we are.
And you can register for everything, and the phone number. I'm sorry, 661 Barbara. You know the rest.
Yes, 259-9444. I've known that my entire life.
Yes,
it seems. It hasn't changed.
But you know, these events have just taken off, and I think it's a little bit of a secret of all that's happening over there with the courtyard, because it's an open-aired courtyard. There's plenty of room. The capacity is probably 200. The chairs are spread out, and people are comfortable, and Blyth provides them with drinks and snacks and everything else, and it's a free concert as long as we can keep doing it. We're grateful to the City of Santa Clarita for their support for us to make all this happen.
Well, the other thing, too, is that they want to get out and dance. They can.
We're limited on dancing a little bit, Barbara.
Yeah, but when you're just around your car, you're fine because you're parked away from the car next to you is quite a distance.
Right. In the cars, but now that they're in the courtyard, we don't really have dancing in the courtyard. But the feet are stomped. The feet are stomped. We'll wait a little bit for dancing.
You know, it's interesting because the courtyard concerts have started in the heat of summer, and even though the event is in the evening, we don't want people overly exerting themselves in exuberance.
Mm-hmm. I was referring to the parking lot where you go out there and have big parties. And people can come in there. If you've got musicians and a band, they can get outside of their cars and dance.
And it was interesting because initially the protocol was so strict that we couldn't allow people to get out of their cars for the events. And we had to do all the screening if they needed to come in and use the restroom, the facilities, anything like that. As time progressed, LA County Public Health loosened it up a little bit and allowed us to let people come out of their cars as long as they stayed in their parking spot. And that's where we did see some dancing. We had a band, Desperado, came out and did it. It was an Eagles tribute band, and we had line dancers out there working in that 9-foot area that they have, but it was great fun to watch them. They had a wonderful time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, we just want to spread the word. It's, we're trying to serve our seniors, and these concerts, they're going to entertain you for an hour and a half. The comedians, we were laughing for 2 hours the other night, and people need that. Come with your son or daughter, relax with us. And just get out a little bit. And it was a beautiful moon the other night. So it's under the stars and trying to enjoy it together.
So is anything happening this Saturday night?
Yeah, that's when our band's coming out. We're rocking and rolling with Knocking on Heaven's Door. And then Blyth, what's your lineup for next couple of months? Because you're...
For my concerts, so we have Rockin' on Heaven's Door this weekend. And then next month we are bringing ABBA-Fab. And ABBA-Fab just performed at Concerts in the Park in July for the City of Santa Clarita.
That's right, they did.
So people can, if they want, they can come and enjoy ABBA-Fab in a smaller, more intimate venue. We're going to have lights and it'll be beautiful. It'll be under the stars. So we have them coming. The following month I have a band called Mirage. And they are a Fleetwood Mac tribute band, and they're homegrown. They're out from this area. And the following month we're bringing back Surfin'. And they are a Beach Boys tribute band, but there's a twist to this. They played for us last December, and they play the Beach Boy hits, but they also play Christmas music with Beach Boys flavor.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're a wonderful group of gentlemen. They show up in red and white striped shirts and Santa hats, and it's really fun to see how they've tweaked the music and the lyrics to go with the Beach Boys sound. A lot of fun. I'm very grateful we're getting them back.
Now, when is your next movie coming up?
We haven't decided that yet. I best guess it'll be in the fall time, which we're heading into.
Yes, we are.
Because the
Very
time will
quickly.
change. Yeah, the time will change fairly soon, and so then we'll have to work that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, what is it, the end of October, isn't it? Isn't that when the
Could-
time change?
I'm going to let you be the expert on that, Barbara. I don't know.
It's either the first of the October or the
First
end
week
of
in November.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. So we'll have to put that on the books soon too.
Wow.
So
I'm
that
looking
that
forward to
band
that.
was called Abathat.
ABBA-FAB, yes.
Is that an ABBA?
ABBA,
sound?
yes, I can't even talk. ABBA tribute band. And
Tribute band, okay.
and as I said, they
Oh,
played
okay.
for the
I
city,
get
but
it
the
now.
city has been remarkable in the support they've given us. That's you.
Absolutely.
So we'll be singing Mamma Mia and all those favorite hits.
Yes, that's
All right.
That we sing
That's
too.
at the Canyon Theater Guild.
He's going to walk by my office door and shut it because I'll be in there going, singing Fernando. But really quickly, I'd love to point out, and I just want to say that people can come by themselves. I have a lot of seniors that don't have anybody to come with, and they come and they can sit and just enjoy the event all by them, and then of course there's people sitting around them, and you're all having a good time together. So I'd love to encourage people that are solo to come join us. Yeah.
And if they don't have transportation, Blythe, is there a way for them to get to some of these events?
We do have folks coming on Dial-A-Ride, but they have to make sure they're picked up on time, Dr. Jean. But yes, I've had folks attending using Dial-A-Ride now.
Okay. So that's important for seniors to know that, despite not having transportation, and, you can use Lyft and Uber too.
Oh, absolutely.
Can become a little costly, but Dial-A-Ride is pretty inexpensive, and and they're on time typically. So. And convenient. So
I would say Dial-A-Ride over Lyft and Uber.
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
So.
Any day.
And Barbara, with Blythe talking about some people coming alone, we also want to share. We have a lot of support groups for seniors that are available by calling the Senior Center phone number. We have an emotional support group. We got grief support group, caregiver workshops. We have lots of support groups, all online and all free with our counselors. And we also have individual counseling. So please call the Senior Center. If you find yourself alone and want to reach out, that's what we're here for. And all those services are free for counseling.
That's terrific news. And we need to take a break, don't we? I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS.
Mission Valley Bank is a commercial bank in the Santa Clarita Valley that really puts the community into community banking.
At Mission Valley Bank, we strive to be a trusted advisor to our clients, and that means being an integral part of the communities we serve. We started the Give Where You Live program to help bring awareness to our nonprofit partners. We're more than just a local business bank. In fact, we're a full-service, independent commercial bank that is locally owned, community-minded, and relationship-driven. I'm Tamara Gurney, President and CEO of Mission Valley Bank, and I invite you to experience the Mission Valley Bank difference, where your success is our mission. We want to be your most valued bank.
Mission Valley Bank has been named Most Trusted Advisor Business Banker by the San Fernando Valley Business Journal 5 years in a row and received the Business Leadership Award by the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce, Valley Industry Association, and SCV Economic Development Corporation. Visit them at their Center Point branch location or at missionvalleybank.com. Member FDIC.
If you're in need of physical therapy, check out Focus Physical Therapy. Owner and therapist Adam Laraway has the latest in cutting-edge technology, introducing the Newbie, the ultimate in neuromuscular re-education. The Newbie can help you heal up to 70% faster and was FDA cleared in September 2017. The Newbie uses pulse direct current, which mimics the same neurological signals the brain uses and allows the therapist to identify those signals with 100% accuracy. Newbie can even help improve your sleep while tackling issues with neck, knee, and shoulder pain, sciatica, and arthritis. It can accelerate your fitness progress, which means better results in less sessions. Get stronger quicker. Why not use the same technology that the Dodgers and the LA Clippers use? Focus PT, located on Peachland off Lyons in Newhall. Call 255-4205. Go online at focusphysicaltherapyscv.com.
Get your free thermostats from Pacific Air free.
Ned, what are you doing? You can't offer that.
Yes, I can. With every AC tune-up this month, Pacific Air will replace your mechanical thermostat with a digital one free.
Get in the truck, Ned.
Ned's right.
It's true.
Mark Schneider and daughter Kaylee for Pacific Air.
This month, call Pacific Air to schedule your WOW AC tune-up for just $77.
And we'll replace your old mechanical thermostat.
With a brand new programmable digital thermostat, absolutely free of charge.
And if you need a new heating and air system but money is tight, call today and ask about our buy now, pay later financing. We think you'll say,
wow!
Call the guys in the orange truck. That's Pacific Air. On time, great care. When you want the best, call Pacific Air.
Details at pacair.com. Remember, without the E, it's just air.
This is Jerry Strati Goldman, owner here at KHTS Radio. I've been using Plumbing by Kirk for years, both personally and here at the station. From small issues like toilets running and clogged sinks to much bigger issues, Kirk Stinson has always been here for me. There's no one I trust more with my plumbing problems than Kirk and his team. Quick, reliable, and very reasonable prices. Call now for estimates on new drain installations, old drain replacements, and water heaters. 263-6519 or log on to plumbingbyKirk.com.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com. Located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And we're speaking with Kevin MacDonald of Bella Vita and Blyth Birchall, who is coordinator of activities. And you're on the stump, sir. It's your turn to talk. You've been very, very quiet this whole hour.
Well, I want to share some things because some people send us notes once in a while to the Senior Center, to our staff and our volunteers. And if you don't mind, I'll share a couple. I'm not going to share their name.
No, that's fine.
But these notes just give us goosebumps, and we're just excited to share some of the things they're saying.
Fantastic.
So it says, Dear Bella Vita Senior Center staff, the things you provide to me are priceless. But at 88 years old, a widow, my resources are somewhat limited, so this gift of thanks cannot show how much you all mean to me. Oh. Many, many thanks for being there for me in so many ways.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That
gives me cold chills. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And I have one more to share, and this is to our Meals on Wheels team. Dear Meals on Wheels, from the bottom of my heart, I thank each and every person involved. Thank you to your healthy and delicious meals, the additional goodies, plus that ever so pleasant volunteers who deliver them. I am extremely grateful and blessed. I wish you all good health and much happiness.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
Those words, to receive that, I've always said, serving the senior community and the feedback, it's a very
and
gracious.
That's proof of the feedback, right?
And that's
there.
just two of many. And we share these each week at the staff meetings.
Oh, that's
to people,
wonderful.
and that the volunteers know that they're appreciated out there in the community, because it really is one life at a time. It's one person at a time. It's one senior at a time. And if we can have an impact on their lives, that's what these 90 staff and 110 volunteers and the board of directors are really all about. And every day we go back at it, saying, how can we try to have that impact?
Two of my very best friends volunteer. Bill and Darlene Lyons.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely.
And I see Darlene several times a week.
Oh, yes.
Packing that food for us.
She's there. I know she is. She loves it. She absolutely loves it.
So,
even though she has to get up and be there at 5:30
That's
in the
right,
morning.
but she's always there. So, no, we're very, very grateful, and we're, nice to get these notes once in a while as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
I did want to share with you, we have lots of things coming up. Blythe said all the events. We also have a Fluke Clinic coming up We're partnering with Henry Mayo next Wednesday, the 22nd, from 11 to 1
Oh.
in our crazy parking lot during lunchtime, because we're gunning it towards seniors that come to lunch for us,
Right.
of course. But the flu shots will be available in our parking lots from 11 to 1 on Wednesday, the September 22nd.
That's wonderful.
That's next week. So come by and give us a call if you want more information on that. So we're happy to, again, Henry Mayo's been a great partner with us in so many ways over the years, getting together to give education and information out to folks. And like I was saying before the break, the caregiver support groups, all the support groups and individual counseling, we want to be there for people. And Suzanne Nelson's been leading us for 33 years in support services.
Bless
and she's
her
got
heart.
Robin Clow, and she's got her whole team up there. Crackerjack, social workers are there, and they're in Antelope Valley, they're in Santa Clarita, and all they're there for is for the seniors, either with a phone call or words of encouragement, and making sure everyone's okay.
And sometimes a phone call is so critically important. It really is. Especially when seniors can't get out.
Yes.
Talking to someone on the phone makes all the difference in the world in their lives.
And talking on the phone with someone who's as educated and experienced as our social workers is, they'll give them the right information and the right resources
Right.
to get
Well,
them.
they've had the experience in doing it.
Right.
Absolutely. So what else is coming up?
And then after that, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving already. I know it's September, but...
Yeah, but Thanksgiving is not far away.
I
And
know.
then follows Christmas. Where's the year gone?
It's coming up. Castaic Lions are great partners for Thanksgiving
Yes.
every single year. And we'll be, again, doing in memory of Flo Lawrence and Alan. And that'll be on Thanksgiving Day at the Senior Center in the drive-through format once again.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, we're gearing up. I'll meet with Castaic Lions very soon, and they just do a great job for us.
Won't it be nice when everybody can get together again?
Yes.
Oh, I so look forward to that. Because this is getting tiring, Whoa, don't you come near me.
Well,
I might get something from you.
We'll get together with them in the drive-thru, and they'll have a great Thanksgiving. If I know the Castaic Lions, they'll get one heck of a turkey meal that day.
Oh, I bet.
I am not worried about people being well fed on Thanksgiving, and then they can share that with their families when they go home. So it's very
That's
nice.
Wonderful.
So
Thanksgiving is not far away when you stop and think about it. Good heavens, we're almost to October. Oh, where does the time go? It flies. Literally flies by you,
But you know something though, and in the past year, the senior center has provided, as we said, over 1 million meals. Plus, the pandemic has given us a challenge, but the senior center, Bella Vita, has come through. Kevin, Blyth, all the 110 volunteers and 90 staff members. Everybody has contributed to adapt to this situation, to make it better. And those thank you notes, those tip of the iceberg.
Absolutely.
For the things that have been done by the Senior Center to help those who are isolated at home, those seniors who have been lonely and sometimes getting depressed. It's elevated their level of care and health, mental health especially, to make sure that they've been taken care of, and they know that. And the city contributions, the county contributions, the board of directors at the Senior Center, all of them have created this environment here in Santa Clarita for our seniors to do well. So, Kevin, Blyth, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us
Barbara
today.
And I, from Barbara and I, just to let people know that you guys have been a huge facet and contributor to the well-being of many in this community, especially older adults. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And once again, the phone number is 661-259-9444. That's 259-9444. We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care and Santa Clarita Hearing Center. Listen to us next week on the Senior Hour. Now go and enhance your quality of life.